And I'm bad like the Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a can. Like Jazzy.
Hi vlog, this is Wisteria. I am going to be hanging out with Natalia today. Not safe. Me and Natalia are going to an anime convention, and today's Friday, so she's gonna sleep over Friday, and then Saturday we are going to the convention. Real quick, Judge is driving.
It's such a nice car.
Yeah, one of these. It has a... What? It's a car. Right now with the Pookies. We're at the mall. Why are you talking like number 15? Burger King. Because we're vloggers. So like, I should have brought my little... You couldn't touch the door? No, I was trying to go to the thing. My bad. My bad.
It's okay.
We got the goodies. Oh, not you being just like Tristan. Girl, I was not expecting to buy something for box lunch. I bought something for 15 buckos and it's very small. Probably shouldn't have grabbed it. Think I could return it. Okay, period.
That looks like Grimace. Are you trying to steal that from McDonald's?
What?
Nothing.
What are we stealing? I've been feeling trained. Bakugo, I love you, Jesus. I love you, Jesus. You hurts. Oh yeah, it's recording.
Oh. I'm so sad about that.
It's fine. It's just something very old there. Oh, this is just. We got Tristan on the side. He's gonna be eating his wonton soup. This is patsy with chicken. Wait, why am I filming like that? What?
It smells really good.
This is my favorite thing. We're doing a mukbang, by the way.
I'll help with it. But there's something similar to candied fries. But this is better.
You like it?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You don't want to try a glass noodle? If you want to have more. You don't like it.
It's sweet for me. It's good. But
He's a hater.
I don't want that right now.
It's good though. Oh my god. I know my kid with the chicken. Oh my god.
What?
It's good once you put the chicken with the noodle.
That's what I was saying. Back to you guys. You gotta try it. It's sweet, but it's good.
You want to try?
This is actually good.
Very good.
I don't want no soup. I had wontons 2 days ago.
Oh,
My first time trying this, I didn't finish it in the restaurant. Now I can finish it. All in one sitting. Don't mind, this is my cosplay for the convention. You'll see that video you'll see that video another time, guys.
Hell yeah.
This is the only time I like eating broccoli. If it's
It's good.
steamed broccoli. I like raw broccoli. That shit is good. Time for the shit talk.
Give me a topic and I'll give it to you.
Rude customers.
So there was this one time at Target. This lady comes in and she was going on vacation, and so she was looking for like those like cute little like see-through cardigans for like swimsuits and stuff like that. You know what I mean, right? Okay. So she came in with a size that supposedly she didn't want, but she bought it either way. And so she comes up to me and she's like, oh, do you have like this and this size actually? And I go up to like the section where it is. I showed it to her, and then I'm looking, I'm like, oh no, we don't have it. I can look it up if there's any other store who has it. She gets mad out of nowhere and she's like, you guys don't have any in the back? I'm like, no, it says we're out of stock. And so she goes like, you know what, never mind, you're wasting my time. Walks out, and I yell out to her, I'm just trying to help you. And she like has such a rude ass tone and So yeah, that was like very. It was sad because she just let me hang
That should
there.
have been your villain arc.
I know, right? I should have just yelled.
You're too nice.
I didn't want to lose my job.
Yeah.
It's sad.
I would have stood there confused. I wouldn't have said anything.
I was just a child, so I was just like, I was just trying to help you, miss. But you walked out.
One time a guy tried to jump Tristan and a manager had to take him home during the holiday hour.
But
Did it take me home?
Yeah,
I
they
can't remember.
because the guy said he was gonna wait for you outside or some shit
Oh,
like that.
I don't know.
And
I
they
can't
were-
remember.
oh,
There's this lady, not gonna lie, I did cry, but not because I didn't cry in front of her. I cried when I got home, just because I was stressed out about everything. Because I work customer service like almost every single day. I had knocked out like a day off, and this lady, she like, I'm doing the hats for we just had clearance hats in our store. And I'm doing the hats, whatever, and there was like 3 stacks left. All I needed to do was hang them, and it was almost at the end of my shift. It started getting crowded, and per company policy, we have to stop what we're doing, go around, and they don't give us cards or anything. We have to stop what we're doing, attend to guests. So we started attending to guests, and what happened, this lady walked up to me and started speaking to me in Spanish. Well, actually, no, I was helping this guy at the register, and he's checking out his jewelry, whatever. This lady walks up from the side part, not even in line. She walks to the side and she's just like, she looked at me and then she looked down at her phone. And I'm like, are you ready? And I said this like 3 times because she could not hear me. And then she finally turned around, she's like, ¿qué? Which is like, what in Spanish? And I'm just like, I'm gonna say everything in English so y'all will understand better. And then she was just like, I'm telling her, are you ready? And she said, yes. And so I was telling her the hat that she grabbed, which again, I just did the hats, was the clearance one, and the clearance is buy one get one $1. So I told her, hey, did you want to grab another hat since they're buy one get one $1? And she was like, oh yeah, come with me so I could go search. So I'm like, okay. I stopped talking to the guests because they were just like looking at jewelry like in front of me, and then I go to the hat section with her. I pull out a hat just for an example because I was trying to make sure that she understood the deal, because there's sometimes where people think that the hats are just $1 and not like buy one get one $1. So I'm trying to make it clear in Spanish. I'm like, this, like, and I used an example like a gloomy bear hat that had like a little rainbow thing on it, and I was like, as an example, and I was like, hey, this one is gonna be this would be the $1 one, or actually you would have to pay for this hat, and then whatever is the highest price, you pay for, and then the cheaper one is $1. And she's like in Spanish, she was just like saying, oh no, not that one, that's gay because it's a rainbow. And I'm like, what do you think this store is? What? Like, oh my god, like when you walk in, there's literally a pride section, and you just like don't see it, whatever. And so I put it back, grab another hat. It was like a cap, and she's like, okay. And then she looked around, she's like telling me in Spanish, she was like, this is all bad luck. Again, there was like 3 hat stacks, which was like honestly this long on the floor. And again, we have left stuff, like, of course not to like let people trample it, but it's literally like we have to stop what we're doing to attend to guests. Again, she's saying like, this is bad luck for the business to have your merchandise like on the floor in front of your clients. Is bad. And I was just like, okay. Like usually when people give me criticism about my job or anything that's per company policy, I don't really care. Like I just stop caring, because what do you want me to do about it? You let them know. You write the review, not me. They won't listen to me. And she just like, I'm trying to get her to the checkout at that point because she already had the 2 hats. I'm holding them, trying to get her to checkout, and I was trying to make small talk because it was getting awkward, and trying to be customer service. And she's like, yeah, I work at a salon, so I would know. And I'm like, okay, like, what do you do at a salon? She's like, I'm an inspector. And I'm like, first of all, if you work at a salon, is there designated like inspectors for each salon? Because she made it seem like that was a part of the salon, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure an inspector works for the city, or something like that. Or the inspector has its own business and just does for multiple. I don't know how that works. But I was like, oh, okay. So I get to the register and she's like, I could take this whole place down if I want to. Like, and I was like getting confused. I was like, oh, okay. Like, because I was thinking it was like a statement, like, oh, like trying to be like, yeah, I could take this whole place down if I want to. Now check me out. Like, that's what I was thinking. But she was demanding me. She was like, if you don't pick that up right now, I'm gonna close this place down. And I'm like, she just got mad all of a sudden, and I was really confused and shocked. And I was like, what? And I was like, but I'm checking you out. Like, you mean right now you want me to pick up the hats? And she's like, right now, pick up the hats. And she just got angry. And then I got my manager in the back, and she doesn't understand Spanish that much, but she was just hearing like the word close, and she was like, you know, and then she was helping someone else. So when she started getting like more aggravated, I looked at her, she was helping someone else. I went to the next best thing. My other manager, who was, I thought was in the back, spoke Spanish, was in the bathroom, and you know, I didn't even tell her anything. I looked at her, went straight to the back, because I was so confused. I didn't know, like, I was so confused. Like, I was just like, what do you want from me? And I went to the back, waited outside the door, and I'm just like, at this point, I'm a little shaky because I don't like when people yell at me. I get shaky. I do. I don't know if you can relate, but I don't like that. And after, like, I was just explaining the situation to my manager, and my manager comes out. As soon as we come out, she's gone. And I'm like, yes, is it in my head? But we looked through the cameras and she was there. She just left. She literally left a few seconds before we came back out. And I was like, I don't think she's gonna do anything. But it was crazy how she got that offended. Because first of all, first of all, the second that she was being homophobic in the store that I work was crazy.
All I gotta say is, you know I can't.
You know I can.
Yeah.
Like, I should have looked at her and been like, you know I can.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna pick it up.
Nah, I just don't get it. Like, how you can get pissed at something like that. It's a retail store.
The store is so small.
Exactly.
It is not a Target where you get carts. It is not. And I work 2 retail jobs. Our other job has stuff. A company has more money. They give us more stuff. We have a bigger store. We get walkie-talkies. At my other store, nothing.
How the fuck?
And that's what I said.
You have more on your plate.
What?
You could be fucking this shit up. It's so good, but I'm just a slow eater.
I like certain plates. I like eating singular food, just single. And at other plates, I like to put it all together. Because I like the chicken because of the flavor, but I also like the glass noodle because of the texture. And then I love the broccoli added onto it, because if I don't like the taste of the broccoli, I like the texture of the broccoli. So I only like get like a little bit off. Or like I'll eat the whole thing and just like eat more noodles and stack it more for the texture. That's how my mind works. So that's why, like, I'm gonna slow down just for you.
No, it's okay. Don't mind me. I'm just a slow eater. Like, I've been a slow eater since I was a kid. But like, my mother has always told me, it's good you eat slow so you can get full, like, nicely. Because if you eat fast, you're constantly like telling your body like, oh, just fuck it up. And while you're like slow eating it, it's like slowly taking it in. So I guess since that, I've been the last one to eat. Everybody else, like if I'm eating at a restaurant with my family, friends, it could be literally anybody, I'll be the last one to eat.
And that's okay. You stay healthy, guys. I tried to eat at the pace that Tristan ate. We got Raising Cane's. That man is a monster. He be taking like big chunks. Like, this dude will eat it, dip it, take a fry, like 2 fries, 3, and I'll just take another bite. I'm like, God, I'm not like, are you swallowing?
A vacuum?
Like, I don't get it.
SpongeBob it's Patrick, that one episode, he's like,
that's literally him though. Because do you swallow your food or do you like chew it? That time at Raising Cane's.
That's wild. Me personally, I don't like canes no more. They ruined it for me.
What's it like?
Because when I used to hang out with my old friend, with my old like friend group, every goddamn hangout would be canes. And I don't know, if I eat that so repeatedly, it's like I get bored of it. And so I can't have canes no more. It's not for me, no.
Prefer my cat over your dog?
No.
Because the way that you're like always with him makes it seem like it. Like we'll record you and show it to your dog.
I only like Artemis just because he knows.
You always want what you can't have.
And so I try to annoy him.
Oh my god.
It's okay. 5-second rule. Anyways.
Next.
I thought he was grabbing my feet. Sometimes he does that.
Oh.
Sometimes he tries to tickle me. It's scary. Let me tell you guys about that time I went to an IVE concert. I love IVE. I'm gonna throw something at you.
Continue with your other story.
I was at an IVE concert with my boyfriend Tristan. We were sat, and we were in the right seats. I checked. We asked the lady, and she told us there. Tell me why. In the middle of the concert, I'm enjoying life. I turned to my side because Tristan's, you know, kind of being like, hey, look over. And there's these two girls. And the lady who was assigning the seats, and she's like, what's your seat number? And I look at the girl and I'm just like, what's going on? She's like, you're in our seats. She kept spamming this on. And I did put her on full blast on TikTok because I get one thing. My first concert that I went to, my Stray Kids concert, someone was in our seats, and because I didn't speak up, I had to sit way farther than I was supposed to. Not right. But then the next time I went to a Stray Kids concert, I went alone. I went to my seat and I thought someone was in my seat, so, you know, instead of being rude, I was like, hey, this is my seat. Is it like, where is it, like right here? To the civilians who were in my row, because, you know, and they're like, oh, it's right here. There was an empty seat waiting for me. So turns out I was in the wrong, and if I had said, oh, you're in my seat or whatever, I would have looked really, really fucking stupid. And that girl was just saying, you're in my seat, you're in my seat. The second that I told them my seat number, and I was like, these are these, because I was trying to pull up the tickets. They wanted to see my tickets, and I was like, And then my boyfriend was not supporting me because he didn't think that I could do it enough, because I told him, whoa, I can read. And he got up and she put her stuff in his seat. And he got up and then I stood my ground. I got really mad and I was like, this is my seat. What are yours? And she told me her seat numbers. I was like, those are two right next to us. And then she shut up, took her stuff, and she sat in there. And I'm like, I should have said something. And you know what? I was telling my boyfriend, I was like, you better do something. I don't care. I really don't care. Spill your drink on her, whatever. I had no mercy. And he spilled his drink on her stuff. He went like to pretend. I was like, and I don't care. You might be thinking, oh my god, that's so childish. It was so childish for her to come with her friend and also scream in our ear very, very badly, very bad Japanese. She started speaking Japanese at a Korean concert. This girl was white.
I think her friend was Asian though.
Her friend was Asian. I was like, how are you allowing this? I feel bad for you.
That's crazy, actually.
Because that's literally...
No, because that happened to me on Disney on Ice when I went. I bought I think it was 6-7 tickets to go see Disney on Ice because it was my my Christmas gift for the kids. We go there, there's already a bunch of people on our seats, and there are only 4 of them, but they all have mixed match on our seats, and I was just like, what the fuck? I paid for these. And then my mom was like talking to them. She's like, oh, these are our seats, like. And then they're like, oh, sorry, this and that. And they're like, oh, but it's because we have more people coming. I'm just like, oh, okay, where the fuck? Like, those people need to have their own seats, not ours. And so, like, at the end of the day, like, I was too kind of scared to fucking say something because my mom was dealing with it. And we ended up having 5 seats, and the kids had to sit on our laps because these bitches didn't want to like have theirs. Like, what the fuck? I was like, I couldn't enjoy Disney on Ice for like the first half hour.
So if you're one of those people, what are you doing? Like, how are you so entitled that you think the world revolves around you? And people do that on airplanes too, when they don't when they don't book for their kid or whatever, or when they book their family and they're all in separate sections and they expect you to move. And it's like, one thing I learned that I don't think I will ever move if someone does ask me is literally, if the plane crashes, the only way they could identify you is through your seat number. And if that switches, it's gonna be a little bit more harder. And I just know,
yeah,
I want to be identified.
Yeah, so it's